yeah. I wanna visit all the places nobody goes. I wanna teach all the things that nobody knows. I wanna grow wings, leave the coop, learn to fly. Bungee jump from the tallest building in Dubai. I wanna fly around town in my UFO. I wanna eat real food, not the GMOs. I wanna make moves, call the shots like the boss. I wanna love like I never lost.
Today's episode of Desertwood Days with Kathy Blaze is sponsored by Movie Group, founder of the Dream Network channel. Learn more at dreamnetworkchannel.com.
Welcome back to Desertwood Days, and I'm your host, Kathy Blaze. I am so excited for you to meet our next guest. You probably wonder, how does Kathy keep that beautiful body? But seriously, it's my personal trainer, and his name is Landis Owens.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing? Welcome.
Good to see you.
Good to see you
too. For sure.
But you can control me here.
Oh, you're right. I can't. I can't tell you what to have for snacks or not.
Right.
You
Right. I like to start off by getting a little information so our audience feel like they know who you are.
For sure.
Yeah. Landis, where are you originally from?
I was born in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, I lived in Atlanta, Georgia from the time I was 10 to 11. My father was in the military.
Okay.
He traveled all over like Spain, Germany, Japan. Arizona's the second state I lived in, but I've landed here and haven't left since.
Okay. So did the military bring your dad here?
Yes.
Okay.
With that military base out on Powder Road back in the day.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. You grew up in the East Valley, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're on the difference. I grew up in the West Side. You grew up on the East Side.
Yeah. Mine's the nice side, though.
Oh, whatever. And you know what else? I'm a Virgo, and this is a Virgo. Can you imagine two Virgos and he's my trainer? How difficult that can be.
Yeah, it can be difficult.
Yeah, because he gets hard-headed. But the name of your business is called Almighty Personal Training. Can you tell me, why did you select that name?
I select Almighty Personal Training because the fact that God changed my life. Secondly, the fact that it gives me strength, positive energy, and when you say it, it gives you energy every time you come out. And plus, when it comes to working out, if you're at Almighty, that's giving you strength, ability, challenges, excitement. When you know some place you're going to is going to give you energy before you even get in.
Right. And you know what? I usually work out with you early in the morning. So I do feel that positive energy when I walk into Almighty Personal Studio.
You feel like you're coming home.
Right.
Feel like it's a place that you feel comfortable with coming in, feel a sense of energy walking in the door. It's like that satisfied feeling when you get off from work and you come home. You're like, oh, thank God I'm here.
Mm-hmm. I started working with Landis because as you know, I'm busy. I do a show. I do a lot of other things. And I was feeling like my energy was low. I put on weight and things like that. And I knew he could get me back to where I needed to get to the healthier place where I feel healthy.
Right.
And one thing that I like about working with you is that you're not all about lifting weights or how long you can go on a treadmill. You're about focusing on the health side of it.
Well, the big thing I focus on is you being able to complete your workout, because if you can't complete it, then you're not going to get no benefit out of it. You'll start it, then you'll stop it, and that'll keep you coming back. But if I can get you to complete the first step, then you'll be able to make it to the next step. And each step in the working out is a step to get better and to make more progressions. Because if you can't make progressions within your workout, then you're shortening yourself of the results you can. Like, for instance, for you, what is sensitive?
Don't be putting all my business on the streets now.
Well, this is the sensitive part of a lot of people when they go to the gym. They don't know how to breathe. They don't know how to put the food in their system before they go. They'll try to go on empty stomach. Cause them nauseous and dizziness and make you throw up. And then you can even have a heart attack at the same time. But if you have those scary feelings, that's going to keep you a lot away from the gym. And if you can handle your metabolism and being able to control, making you feel good, making you energy and digest everything, if you don't have that good digestion, then you just deplete your workout and you're not going to go.
Right.
Because the more that you feel nauseous and dizzy and lightheaded, that's fearful of stroke, heart attacks, and you passing out in the gym and you don't know anybody in the gym, so you don't know who's going to help you.
Right. And that was the experience that I had early on when I first started working out with you. Is that first now I'm not a person that likes to eat first thing in the morning,
Right.
but I had to start adjusting to that and start putting something in my stomach in the morning before I would go and work out, because if not I would get sick and nauseated and all those other weird type of feelings I was having.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people, they go in the stores and things like that, and they ended up buying these supplements, which on the back of the label is not to your digest system. It's what they recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go what they recommend it, you're shorting yourself of getting what to use out of that supplement. So I recommend that everybody don't follow the label. Start small as possible and build up to what the label says. Because then you get more use out of it and more aware out of it, instead of just puking and throwing up and not knowing how much you can handle in your
Right.
stomach.
So what you're saying is that they're saying this is the serving size. For me, the serving size is too much first thing in the morning. So not
a spoonful is too much for you in the morning. Yeah.
So not going according to the serving size may not be appropriate for everybody.
Right, exactly.
Right. I mean, a serving size might not be enough for someone that has a bigger metabolism.
Right. It's somebody's metabolism that's advanced and somebody intermediate or beginner is totally different from each individual.
Right.
So like everybody starts at the beginning, being able to digest, you'll put it in, but you want to start little by little. You're not trying to, what a lot of people think is, I'm trying to work out for 90 days. No, you're trying to work out for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life.
So being able to start small as possible and build up will keep you consistent and continuing, instead of trying to dump something down your throat, all of a sudden you're like, I'm scared, I'm nauseated, I don't even want to go try that in the gym because that's going to push me further back away.
And I recall the first time I started working out, a personal trainer, and I told you that. I remember reaching out to you. No, I think you had reached out to me first. Yeah. And my response was to you, no, I'm scared of you.
Yeah, that's right, you were.
And that is exactly what I told you. I'm scared of you.
Right.
And that was because I had a bad experience with a trainer before, and with the sickness and them trying to push me harder than I was ready to go.
Right.
So,
well, my greatest skill is that before I became a trainer, I was a member of the gym. You know what I mean? And I saw how hard it is to approach trainers. That's why I became a trainer, because they wasn't helping me, they weren't talking to me, and they weren't giving me no insight. So I ended up doing a Bill Phillips challenge where I lost 100 pounds, and then I got myself a certification to be able to now help people, because I know how it felt when you're overweight, obese, and you walk into a gym and you want somebody to help you, and the trainers are just looking for these hot, dramatic girls that's got money in their pocket, and you're that one that's emotionally depressed, and you need the help the most to change your life, and that was me. So me being able to become a trainer, and that's where I train are those people who really just trying to change their everyday life.
Right.
Because if you can't move around in life, you can't do nothing.
And speaking of moving around in life, I mean, as entertainers, a lot of times we're sitting around on set.
Yes.
We're sitting, it's what they say, you sit.
Sedentary.
Sit and wait to go.
Right.
And we could be sitting for hours waiting for our scene to take place.
Yeah.
Okay, and with that is something you and I worked on also, is that the stiffness in my body from maybe sitting for periods of time, or things that we, as you say,
you could do
everyday life things that we do, that getting out of the car. And talk a little bit about that.
Well, just being able to, like, when you're on set, if you're going to be sitting for a couple hours, you want to keep a snack around. You have like some fruit or something to satiate you, so then when a couple hours later you can get something to eat. But you don't want to go without eating, because your metabolism will shut off. And once your metabolism shuts off after 4 hours, the food that you eat next stores on your body and continue stores until you create your metabolism to burn more faster and get more energetic. So the biggest thing is keeping like some almonds or some orange, something that's going to be able to also keep your immune system strong. Because if your immune system is not strong, I know you guys, these places y'all keep them cold to keep people awake, but that can get people sick at the same time. So having some juice or fruit around, keep your immune system and your vitamin C up, enables you to be more healthier and more stronger, so that when you do go on set, you have a lot of energy production.
And another thing I wanted to touch on, during those times of all this sitting, you focus a lot on stretching also.
Yes.
What are some of the things, I mean, for someone that, say they're out in there on a set for hours and they need to stretch, what do you recommend for that?
Pretty much I recommend them to, if necessary, stand shoulder width apart, reach down to their toes, because that's the best one for you, because it's going to really draw out your lower back all the time. And that's what we're familiar was with a lot of from being in PE back in the day
Uh-huh.
to seeing like Richard Simmons on TV or to seeing Jane Fonda to
Uh-huh.
where it enables you to be able to stand with your feet shoulder width apart, reach down, or even crossing your feet
That's
over.
the easy one to do when you're in almost any place.
Any place, even in
an
an elevator, or even kitchen, or even just right outside your car in a parking lot. You can reach down there and you're not in traffic and still be able to stretch out at the same time. Or even like you can open your car door and hold your car door and put your foot up on the car door and reach into your car door to stretch your back out a couple times from being in a setting position.
So as you told me, there's no excuse for not stretching because you can
no.
do it anyway. Anywhere. I mean, you go into the bathroom. There's things you can get up against your wall.
Or you can use the island. You can use the door walking in. Like every time you go to the bathroom, you put your hands on the wall. You can stretch your chest out. Many times we go to the bathroom, or even the fact of when you're in your kitchen, you can stand up against it. If you have an island in the kitchen, you can put your hands on the counter and press your shoulders back, and that keeps you from pronated shoulders. Or even putting your hands on the island and squat down. That's going to lift your chest from up in the middle of your body. Sure, because we get a lot of knots in the shoulders because we're pronated people. But just little things like that throughout the day can help you stretch out.
For me, this has been really beneficial and helpful in my everyday life is the stretching part of what we do in our workouts. I want to talk a little bit more about the importance of stretching because as you know, people forget to stretch. Sometimes people get up and just go start running or just get up and start moving around without stretching.
Right. The importance of stretching is so that because you don't want tight muscles, and if you're not stretching, everything gets tighter and tighter. Because we become sedentary people, we don't move, we sit more often. Our sitting and laying down has gotten old from the time that we were born to the time that we go to school to the time that we laid out every night. So working out helps you to be able to get up from those positions. And if you're not working out, your body starts to go in maintenance, then your muscles start to atrophy, and then you can end up with polio. And then you want to make sure that you're not rupturing disc in your back. And stretching is so important that if you just alone one night, you can't sleep, sit down on the floor, reach and touch your toes, do Indian style stretching, or just rotating your hips and back and forward, you'll end up going to sleep within the next 5 minutes. It's so impactful to the body and to the mind that if you don't stretch, then you're shortening your muscle, and then you go to pick up something, you're going to pull something. Your muscle, you're stretching, it gives you the range of muscle to get the muscle activated. And if you're not stretching, then the muscle just locking out more and more. So I would just recommend everybody like 10 to 15 minutes every morning before you get started, get you going. Usually people grab a glass of water, but get you stretching.
And especially for people that aren't in their 20s anymore. But I'm 21 since it's my birthday. Our bodies have changed and we get stiffer. I mean, a lot of people have arthritis, and young people have arthritis too. But those are a lot of things that doing those stretches benefit also.
The biggest thing that a lot of arthritis comes is from repeated repetitious motion over and over. As long as you're being able to stretch out, it keeps you from getting rheumatoid arthritis, lower back pains, ball points in your hips flexors and things like that. Stretching gives the body the range of motion to do that. If you're not stretching, then you end up having to go in like those spinal joint places, getting rods into your back, getting your knees fused together so you can keep your ability to walk around. And when you're stretching, keeps you from even never having to go into that type of stuff, because once your body locks up, you're not going to be able to move it. You end up with frozen shoulders, frozen necks. And then after that stage, they put rods and pins in your body to be able to keep you moving. And then after 18, nothing goes back together. That's why it's important to stretch it, because after 18, once you break a joint, it's broken. Once a muscle tears from a muscle, it's torn. You can only strengthen the back what it is. And stretching helps you to be limber.
And I can say that it really helped with my weight loss process also, the stretching.
Stretching is the number one important, because you can go work out, but if you don't do stretching, your body won't change. Because a lot of people just work out, they never stretch. And stretching is the key to making your body change.
And that's when you have a lot of times these athletes and people have hurt themselves because they're not stretching, or they're not stretching properly.
Well, they're not doing it consistency. They wait to go to practice or go to where they're at, but they need to take some days off when they're at home and doing it there at the same time, because it's more made highly effective. Because it's one thing to have somebody do it with you, but then it's for you to go take it and implement yourself.
Right.
It's more impactful.
Don't I know that?
Right.
Well, I know you brought some media. Let's take a look at the media
For
you
sure.
brought.
How you guys doing? It's been a minute since I made a video, but I still want to reach out to you guys and talk about what's important, talk about what you need, talk about what you should be doing. Like I tell everybody, working out is not about your looks, working out is not about your strength, working out is not about being better than anybody in the world, but being better than yourself and being able to make sure you can walk, you can crawl, you can lift, you can carry yourself throughout life. Because if you can't do that, it's a hard life. Being able to work every day and not feel stress, anxiety, and worry. And as you get older and older, you want to get stronger. Keep it from losing your balance. Keep from losing your mind. Is that something you need? Almighty Personal Training Studio is the place for you because we're going to motivate you. We're going to excite you. We're going to show you everything you need to be able to do independent on your own. Because if you can't work out on your own, you can't take care of yourself. It's like if you can't get a job, you can't work to get money. But let me tell you, if you need that help, you need that motivation, you need that stretching, you need that foam rolling, you need anything and everything to make your body get up and work every day. If that's what you're looking for, we are here for you. This is Almighty Personal Training Studio. My name is Landis Owens, and as the t-shirt says, it ain't no joke, it's just written. You want the best, come get the best.
Your people seeing you, the passion, you're passionate about what you do. You're not just there giving this spiel, you believe in what you're saying yourself and you practice what you're saying as well.
Well, the biggest thing I do every day is I walk to the grocery store and I'll see somebody like hurt or limping, and I'll walk up to them and be like, hey, this is how you can fix that. I won't be like, hey, come train with me. I'm like, hey, this is how you fix that. Go stretch that. Go do this. And I walk away and they're like, oh, thanks, you know. Because I'd rather give it away free to people, because the more I can give and show you, the more you can be independent with yourself. And you know, at life, if you can't do it for yourself, then it's hard to very well do. And the more that people can take care of themselves and stay living and moving, and plus, you know, my goal, I'm trying to live to be 220 years old. So helping people being able to take care of themselves, motivate themselves, and stretch themselves, give them a longer life. Because the last thing you want to do is be there sitting there and watching your grandchildren run around and you can't go help with them.
You can't do it.
Right.
Landis, what advice would you give to that person? I like to talk to the people in our age range because, you know, a lot of times we think we can't do it. What advice would you give to that person?
Those that struggle with thinking they can't do it, if anything, start as slow as possible. Even if you go to the gym and say do 10 minutes on the treadmill, pick up one exercise. You're good there. Then go back the next 2 days later, do 2 exercises. Do another 20 minutes on the treadmill. Good there. Then the next time, go 3 times, do 3 exercises. Treadmill, 30 minutes.
Taking it slowly.
Yes, and let your body adapt to it. Don't force your body into the mood, because if you force your body into the mood, your body's going to resist and pull you back out. And the more that you take it step by step, and then within about, I'd say about 10 workouts, your body will show you that upper level to say, okay, now I can add more. But you got to let your body tell you, not you making your body go there, because otherwise then you'll get so overwhelmed, exhausted, nauseated, but then the point of defeated. You don't want to feel defeated at the end of your workout. You want to feel always achievable, so then the next time you come, you want to achieve that, because you take away achievement, then you're not wanting to do that stuff.
Right. So what makes you the best personal trainer, as your shirt says?
What makes me the best is because I'm willing to make you do it right. I'm willing to make you do it right, breathe right, eat right, and hold you accountable to the vision that you want to see yourself. And the last thing, it hurts me more to see you out of shape than it's hurting you. You know, I mean, that's how much caring I am, because I don't like to see people limited in their abilities or short of their abilities, and having to have somebody help you is the most scariest thing. And then seeing you laying in a hospital bill and you can't get yourself out of bed, somebody has to walk you, take you, and carry. That's the scariest thought. That's why I'd rather just help everybody know how to work out and do it themselves, so that they keep their mobility.
So what do you want, say, next for Almighty Personal Training, say in the next 5 years?
Well, here in the next year and a half, I'm trying to move to a gym, a 6,000 square foot gym, to where I can start giving memberships out. Because what I'm turning and learning and teaching everybody else, they said the world is still not teaching people that. And people need this stuff because then they can do it at home on their own. Because this is a lot of stuff help you getting out of your car, getting out of your desk, being able to get off the floor, being able to go jog with your kid, or even throw a baseball with your kid or jump with your kid. And the gyms are still tailoring towards the athlete or the beach body person.
Right.
They're not still tailoring towards the general public.
We want to cater towards the general public, and it's about life, living a long, healthy life. Landis, where can our audience find you?
1050 East Southern Suite, number 4, Tempe, Arizona, 85282.
You look like you had to think about that one.
Yeah, I almost gave you the whole address.
And on social media?
You can find me at Landis Owens Personal Training, Facebook, Landis Owens Instagram, and then LinkedIn, Landis Owens, and then I'm over the net. You just got to type in my name or Almighty Personal Training, and it's going to pop up. Well, 7 pages full.
Well, thank you for popping up.
Absolutely, thank you.
Help
I
celebrate my birthday today.
Absolutely, definitely. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You deserve every birthday present today.
Yes. And thank you for joining us here today on Desertwood Days, and we'll catch you next time.